Hey, it's Laura. Come with me. We're going to make some brass and sterling silver earrings. Okay, we're going to get ready to make the brass part of these earrings, and I'm using a square brass wire. I'm just going to make some marks of where I want to cut the piece. And if you want to be exact, you can be exact, but these are not going to be perfect. So I'm just going to make a few cuts. I'm going to use my saw. This is a jeweler's saw. Clean through. And there's my little piece. Make another cut. And then I'm going to file down the ends because they're sharp from being sawn. And this is a square wire, so I'm going to try to keep it as square as possible. Flip it over, do the same. Okay, get my other piece. Okay, now I have my two pieces. I've got a few little burrs I'm going to straighten out. I'm going to put them together this time. Good way to make sure they're uniform is to file them together. Okay, two pieces. They actually turned out just the same size. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to hammer one end, and I'm going to drill a hole in one end. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and hammer on one side of it. Try to be as straight, hammer straight down as possible. Now you can hammer the whole side if you want. I'm just going to hammer one little piece, just wide enough so I can drill a hole. Let's see if they look similar. Okay, now I'm going to get my drill. As you've seen me use before on previous videos, I use a little hand Dremel, a little cordless hand Dremel to do my drilling. I find it a lot easier than other methods, but that's just what I prefer. Put in the nut that it's going to take, put the cap on, choose the size drill I want. This is a 3 64 inch drill bit. And then I drill normally on either a piece of leather, a piece of wood, drill straight on my desk, or I use, sometimes I use a piece of denim. This is actually a denim patch, like for if you were going to patch your jeans. It's a really thick cloth and it makes for great drilling. Go ahead and turn my drill on, find my spot, and that's kind of wobbly on me. It's not in there quite straight. Okay, there we go, better. Okay. Okay, and I go in and I go out. And we're stuck. Gotta wiggle it out of there. It got stuck. Now you can use like a burr life type of substance to keep your drill from sticking. And that's a good thing to use. I don't have any on me now. Or you can even use deodorant. You can put like stick deodorant on your drill bit or on your saw, and it helps the life of your bit or of your saw, and it helps to just goes a little smoother. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. It's tough to get that first. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and make a punch. Now if you have a little punch, you can do that. This is actually a bezel tool for bezel setting, but you can use it to make a little mark. Probably best if you have a little punch or a nail. You can punch a little nail hole in it and then go ahead and start drilling. It'll help. Hope you get that first part of the hole started. This is sliding around all over the place. Here we go. And it gets hot. If you're drilling a lot, your piece may get hot. So you can put on either leather gloves or some kind of a rubber tip for your fingers. And if you've done it for a while, your fingers just get used to it. Okay, I think we've gone all the way through. It's stuck again. You just have to be careful you don't flick it. It's stuck again. So just kind of pull it out of there gently. Okay, we have our 2 drilled holes. And you can see there's little burrs on each side, so I'm going to go ahead and file those off. Doesn't take a whole lot. Just want to make sure there's nothing that's going to poke you in the ear when you wear them. Now if you want your piece to be holy, you can go ahead and drill more holes in your piece. And I'm just going to use these to put the earrings in. You could also solder, if we were going to do it as a stationary piece, you can solder a little sterling silver post to the back if you want to do that. But I want these to dangle, so I needed a hole in them. So next I'm going to go ahead and create my ear wire. And I'm going to use, this is a 20 gauge wire that I have, comes in this spool, how I buy it anyway. Just clip off what I'm going to need, a few inches. Now, the way I do it, I don't measure exactly, but if you want to, you can. Probably a good 6-8 inches, probably is what this one is. But I'm just going to go ahead and cut it right in the middle. I hold the 2 ends together, and then I guess in the middle where they'll come together. Normally I'm close, but not always. So I just match them up. And I'm a little bit off, so I'll go ahead and trim the end. And I always keep my little ends in case I need to do like a little melted ball design or something on one of my pieces. So I go ahead and keep that. As you can see, I'm using my vise again, and I put my ring mandrel on here. And this is how I make my earring wires. I wrap them around my ring mandrel. They come out almost perfect. Now you can either clip these in half, or if you want to make really long ear wires, you can go ahead and use them. I think I'm going to go ahead and clip these in half because I don't want them to be that long. So these are my two, these are going to be my earring backs. And I'm going to go ahead and file them down now. Get all the burrs off so it doesn't cut your ear when you put it in your ear. Okay, the next thing I do to make my ear wire is I line them up. Now the back, I want the back to be the flat area. And if you wind it around a ring mandrel, and the little piece that your fingers were holding onto most likely will be the flat area. That's just what I choose. And I go ahead and bend it backwards a little bit. That's going to be the section that will be the back. And then you can either melt the front part of the earring if you want to do that, and make little melted balls in the front, or you could just have them curve. I think we're just going to have these curve around. And then I go ahead and put it back on my ring mandrel. I always do them together so I make sure that they're the same size. Put them back on my ring mandrel on the smaller end and press them together. I want them to be round. You can hammer them if you want. These I'm not going to hammer. As you can see, perfectly matching. Okay, so now all we need to do is add on our brass bars that we just created. Open up the ring a little bit, thread it through, place it back on. Now if you want to solder these in place, you can, or you could just leave them open. Cute little bar earrings. You can add a bunch of bars if you want to do that. Add beads to it. Whatever you want to do. It makes a cute little set. But this is a way to do a pair of earrings without soldering. If you're not into soldering yet, or you're thinking about it but not quite ready, this is a cute way to do a little pair of earrings. Make them as long as you want. Make 3 or 4 that dangle together, or you could even drill a hole here at the top, drill a hole here at the bottom, and have several links if you want to link them all together. There you go. There's a cute little pair. I like those. Well, give it a try and see what you think and see what you can come up with. And have a great rest of your day. Thank you.